Hi guys, my name is Isabella Greene. Today I want to entertain you a little bit with funny stories about sometimers. Those here in Sedona are aware of what we call sometimers. It's a state when you forget things, and I actually have a video on my YouTube channel that's called Forgetfulness Shifts. And that's a serious video, but here is the next level of that, because it does progress. As we continue our expansion and shifts and timeline shifts and shifts in meditations and shifts with the planets and shifts every single day, there is a new timeline, and we switch and we switch and we shift and we shift. Keeping track of everyday 3D reality is becoming more and more challenging, and I have been very proud of myself for being able to keep my appointments always on time and always on the right day too. But then I started noticing that to keep track of things, I have to really work at it nowadays. Like, I have a spreadsheet, and then I have a calendar, and then I have a paper calendar, and then I have a phone, and I have a computer, and everywhere it says the same thing. Your appointment is coming up, right? And so I thought that I developed a system for myself to really keep track of things. But this week something happened to show me that these energies and the strength of the shifts could be stronger than what my 3D brain can deal with. So very often, I have these meditations where I would go in as one person and come out as a different person. I would go in as in one state of being and come back out in a completely different state of being when I open my eyes, and it takes me a while to put my physical reality back together, right? And so what is that? That very often, that's a timeline shift, and very often that leaves all of the past stories behind. And then you wake up, like you go in meditation on Monday, and you wake up and you think that it's like Wednesday, right? Or something. And so I actually, this week, I called a person, and I looked at my calendar, and I said, okay, so I have a few introductory calls right here, and so let me just start calling people. So I called the person, and he didn't say anything. He just said, oh, I'm so glad you called me. And I'm thinking, of course I called you. We have an appointment. What are you talking about? And so we set up the time, and we set up the session, and I continue with my day. And then a couple of hours later, I get an email, and it says, Isabella, you did not call me. We had an appointment today. And luckily, that person actually listed the date and the time of the appointment. So I look at it and I realize that, oh yeah, that is today actually, but I'm thinking that I'm 3 days in the future. After that, so I'm calling people from 3 days later, entire day. And completely sure that that's exactly what I'm doing, and this is where I'm at and stuff. And so I actually got scared. I was like, oh my God, I'm losing it. What am I gonna do now? If this happens like that, who is gonna run my business? How am I gonna deal with the whole thing now? Like, you think that in a normal 3D reality, you're like losing your capacity here. So I got a little bit concerned, and so and then that same evening I'm meeting with a bunch of light workers, and everyone is in a great mood, and I kind of come out there and I say, you know what, guys, I think I'm losing it. I need a 3D assistant. I said I need to find someone who is normal, who can keep my appointments for me, because it proves that no amount of calendar or backup calendars or backup spreadsheets or anything does not work anymore. And they all I thought they were going to look at me like, hey, yeah, girl, But everyone just laughed so hard, and they said, we're all like this. Every single day we don't know what day it is. Every single day we think it's a different day. One of them said, oh my God, my girlfriend has to call me, but her being more grounded in the 3D reality, she has to remind me like 20 times so that I know which day it is and which appointment I have. And I was thinking, oh my God, this is so useful, I think. in any case, if you are experiencing, and so we were just like laughing because it's not a coincidence that like 10 people would be having exactly the same phenomenon happening in the same exact group. And me being super grounded, I've always been very together, you know, with my business, with my practice, with my appointments, always together. But observing that started happening, I'm like, transitioning into the time where time makes no sense anymore, and the day of the week makes no sense anymore. Well, especially, you know, if you don't have a routine and you work all over the place, and you don't have like Monday to Friday, and you don't have your I don't know, boss waiting for you at the beginning of the week, and you only have like 2 days off, you don't know, like that helps to keep the schedule. But when your schedule is flexible, and you're also shifting all the time in your personal spiritual practice and your everyday reality, then yeah, things are starting to get challenging. And so I'm sharing this with you to let you know that if you are experiencing this, you're not losing it. This is not like brain capacity, oh my god, I need to take some sort of supplements to support my brain is not working anymore. It's not that. It's that we're flexible between the realities, whether we know that or not. And I hear this a lot from other people, the normal people, like my parents too, and my relatives and my other friends that I get on the phone with once in a while, and they tell me the same thing. And they're normal people, you know, they're not consciously facilitating the shifting and everything, but they still say the same things. Like, oh my god, I can't remember anything, I have to write everything down. Yes, this is the new reality, 5D, some timers. I'm giving you the diagnosis right now. All right, I hope that this was fun and entertaining for you. Thank you for tuning in today. I love you. Take care. Namaste.